Yeah, stretch it a little bit this way. Let's see how that looks. I don't know what I got on a whole lot of folders, I believe. Hello. Where does it say? Save as post. There we go, right there. Over there in the Faststone program. Then you gotta turn it off. Yeah, I'm working on Trump's phone gate here. Hussein's in Trump's phone gate. A whole lot of other stuff on my desktop. I'll try and get it tomorrow when I just get started. But yeah, all fives. All Americans, all clergy. Someone asked about your desktop image. Yeah. Give them a nice 4x6 photo. Oh, that's the first one I just picked out. Like this, except a big 5 telling America how to check and post N5. Do that. 424-229-4140, certified email, not one Flight 93 check, call, or mail in over a decade of asking. Get that on video. Show the reporters and the senators how to do their jobs. Try to call me, all of you college girls, blonde and near blonde. Try to call me 424-229-4140. Make a video of your stolen call. Art stolen, beauty stolen. Then come to see me in person. Let me define graphic art with your beauty. Just look for the handsome bald guy wearing his imagery. So a Google employee, executive down to lower level, the lower level don't make as much money, and they will tell you what else they're up to, like being in bed with Solari Enterprises. And they hand them a big 5 like that, and they try to call me in front of them. I'm Melton. I've been asking for Flight 93 checks for over a decade. I have yet to get one. They ask them, why have you been an active part in suppressing truth? With Russ and Susan Wojcicki placing that cowardly Hussein right after we got attacked by a whole lot of cowardly Husseins, and placing that Russian guy, Trump, in our White House, holding back truth, holding back medical research, you name it. Why are you an active part in my family's lifeline? Not working. Oh, Soacam at, no. ChristComplex2@gmail.com, where you can find Solari documentary. The general is visiting his family, off base, and it's Sunday. And a man walks up to him, and he starts asking about America's hijacked lifelines, about dangerous folks with angry Muslims, Solari Enterprises, taking an active part in America's hijacked lifelines, as well as AT&T buying Spectrum next door to harass a Christian in a wheelchair. They ask him all about that, and he just flies into a rage, yelling and screaming at the guy. Everybody in the church parking lot is looking at him. And as he makes that video, the man asks the general, were you this angry, this incompetent, when we got attacked by all those angry Muslims, cowardly Husseins with 9/11? You know, a lot of my imagery curves can be turned from the 4x6 to the 8x10. If you know what you're doing. And yes, make that video of your hijack call to me. And then come see me in person. Me in Melton's Energy. Remember to make that video of America's hijacked lifelines. Time on your phone, number dialed, date in your video. Come see me. Be in Melton's imagery. Be a part of building a better world. Remember to tell those Catholics and all doctors, wear them with Deo. Look out into that waiting room, into that emergency room, and realize all those folks can have the ever-present eyes and ears of technology are going. So be good. A dad's watching too. AT&T Trust Bust because we can't call 424-229-4140. Is the outer thing there will white print will show up. You gotta look around and you can find it. And white print might look better for this one as well. And that's the original, but when you can choose whatever backgrounds. When I do the like 80 plus images, it's in the center and I don't have to worry about sizing it up. And all this stuff can go back and forth. Once I get the template done, oops, I lost that one. Yeah, I got it. I'm a handsome bald guy. I have trouble doing two things at once, but I'll get that back and try some more. Take some more photos. But yeah, that noise out there is what is Randall Stevenson's bloody hands hijacking your calls to me. 424-229-4140 for over a decade. And then getting his hands even bloodier. Altering phone records to cover that up. Get that on video. Time on your phone. Number dial. AT&T Trust Bust because we can't call. Melt. We don't know who else we can't call. And we don't know when else our phone won't be allowed to work. Hold up those big fives at those photo ops and get that chant going. Recall because we can't call. Newsom, Garcetti, of course Trump. I don't think Garcetti or Newsom handle the mail. And AT&T, who knows, they might be handling the mail too. A Governor Newsom of California is at a photo op and they ask him, why aren't you doing your job protecting a Christian in a wheelchair? Why are you doing the exact opposite of your job with those cowardly Hussein placers? When else will my family's life will not be allowed to work, Governor, because of what you're doing? And the last question is, how much are the kickbacks you're getting from the dangerous Muslims of Salari Enterprise, Iranian Muslims? And he fidgets around, looks a little sheepish, and he says, well, I don't know. I'm just waiting for the whole thing to blow over to get that, maybe they'll just up and kill him, those Mormons and those Muslims there. And that's when they get that, he gets impeached. Impeached because you can't reach. Impeached because you can't reach. Muslim, Mormon, Catholic, whatever he's supposed to be, he's not doing the Christian thing. He's not doing his job either. I'm Milton, and I'm talking to all Catholics worldwide about them placing that cowardly Hussein fetus hater in our White House, America's White House. Right after we got attacked by a whole lot of cowardly Husseins with 9/11. It was sending a message on the world stage. True believers need to undo that message. Whatever one thing you get when you don't get me, phone ring and error message, busy signal, not going to be boring. If you need the firemen, police, paramedics, money out of your pocket every day, and that's how they placed the cowardly Hussein in our White House. Right after we got attacked by a whole lot of cowardly Husseins. You're calling up countless other Americans to tell them who they should vote for, and you get that boring thing, phone ring and error message, busy signal. That's how they placed. Here's Siren. 911. Flight 93, checking post and 5. You're trying to call me, Melton. You want to know why America's lifelines are being hijacked when you do? Make the video, post the video. Whatever you get when you don't get me. And you'll find at vote-truth.blogspot.com and other links. These 5s, 4x6 ones. It doesn't take much if you know what you're doing to turn it into a poster. Turn it into a binder art thing. Full page imagery, 8x10. Hold them up at all. LA Mayor Garcetti, Governor Newsom, President Trump's photo ops, and get that chant going. Recall because we can't call. Not one Flight 93 taking a decade, guys. Get it on video for the Senate subcommittee. Catholic Governor Newsom, who hates saints and hates truth, and easily documented truth at that, is at a photo op, and they're chanting recall because we can't call. I'm waiting for the image to come back from York Printing. Yeah, it's going to be another week, maybe. It usually takes that long. It took forever to get it together. The set of photos. A lot of harassment going on here at Teague Terrace, Muslim Salari Enterprises, Teague Terrace. And back to my Governor Newsom photo op. He is asked, why aren't you doing anything about that man, Christian, in a wheelchair, who's been asking America to check their lifelines for over a decade? And he says, well, I'm stalling, and I'm just hoping, I'm making a presidential bid, and I'm hoping Muslim Salari Enterprises will kill him. The devil, Lori Ann Brady Bond's hatred anniversary. Got married on the 7th to her gay husband in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Oh, they were in Monroe, Louisiana, working for Glenwood Hospital at the time, I believe. Got married in Chenault Park. And yes, a few days later, that's when 9/11 hit. That's how I remember the devil Lori's hatred anniversary. Because I had to work at a 7-Eleven after I graduated college with a 3.39 grade point average, degree in math. And I just made a video about the hatred anniversary, and this image here jumped out. It's not scrolling right now. This is the devil Lori Ann Brady Bond's hatred anniversary. Call her up. Tried to call me with them on speakerphone. Include Cheryl Bond of the Department of Water and Power and his committee's wife Moo here in California. More than a year's worth of saints imagery. You'll find Saint Teresa of Calcutta, Mother Teresa. There's a 4x6 in the slideshow in there somewhere. And these are all I've just uploaded today. Made the videos yesterday and today. And here are the links. Just put them up there. And I'll show you the links you can sell. Yes, printable as 4x6 photos, like you print out your family's photos. I think if you go to saints-imagery.blogspot.com, you might come across those, but I'm not sure. I think it will take you to like the Flickr that has a bunch of those. Look around and yeah, post and repost so other folks can find them. I just had some folks taunt in a very personal way. Let's go with my wheelchair right there. And they literally stole the 8x10 of that 4x6 out of this apartment. And I ordered more, spent money, what little money I have, on my artwork here. And they made it even more personal, butchering this Wiram Wadeo image. And as I go to make some Saints videos, these two here, call and recall. One is Aspire Healthcare, and it's Lori Ann Brady Bond's hatred, of course. But yeah, they sent a nurse in that I had to switch, who said, well, I don't see much use for these and taunted in other ways. That's a quote. And then I couldn't figure it out at first, but the nurse they sent to be disrespectful and about 30, I believe, 389, and then 420 without having any food or anything in between there. And she's a exact look of those from Convalescent Hospital from Hell. And they can't take the picture, get the picture of, yeah, I'm declining your call, but they can reach me. I don't want to talk to you at all. So call up those numbers I showed you on that, and you find out why your family's lifeline is not allowed to work, and why these folks are an incredibly active part in America's hijacked lifelines. As much as Jenny Lopez is. This is a Big 5, and this is what I have posted to YouTube and Instagram. That's what I hope to make a default description out of right there. Freeze frame and read. And this is check and post in 5, check 424-229-4140. And post in just 5 minutes. Whatever you get when you don't get me, melt, and not 1.93 check and over a decade of asking. Ask these folks why are they an active part in America's hijacked lifelines. There's the link. Get 100 folks, 1,000 folks going to it, not reaching me, and that's your business. Hijacked by Susan Wojcicki, that Russian gal who placed Trump and Hussein in office. Is having a photo op, and he is asked about his dangerous part in America's hijacked lifelines, and it gets under his skin a little bit, and he just loses it. He starts screaming, and at that point one of the photo op reporters asked the general, were you this uninformed when we got attacked by all those cowardly Husseins? When 9/11 then got attacked again with that dangerous cowardly Hussein they placed in our White House? And when else will our phones not be allowed to work, General? And is Trump also praying to that 9/11 Muslim devil down below? And yeah, he says, well, I don't know about that. Yes, actually I do. I know not to knock when he's entertaining the Mormon cult at the White House. Here's Siren. 9/11. Flight 93, checking post in 5. Trying to call me Melton. Not one Flight 93 check call in over a decade of asking. You got the time, you got the date. You got my number, dog. Yes, I'm laminating. About time for Tommy. And yes, this right here, that's Lori the Devil's hatred that designed, well, I had something to do with it, designed this image for all doctors to begin with. And they put that hatred in. The Mormon called Harbinger folks who were tampering with the mail yesterday put that in to be the devil. Remember, I'm thinking about doing it with one of those 5s. See Mormon cult perverts casing? Ask them, does your cult have thermonuclear capabilities? They're good about lying about, yeah, the devil's cult, but other than that, you'll find, yeah, they'll tell you exactly. They're not the best liars. Let me get started on my Tommy. Oh, that's cool. I'm melting. Calmly and patiently waiting in the immaculate apartment here in Eagle for you to be in this imagery. Besides just me. So we can get started building Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. 1,000 points of light. Not one Flight 93 check call in over a decade. 11 years. It's September 2019. Not one Flight 93 check call in over a decade. So make that video. And try to call me up in front of those senators, mayors, governors, and tell them this is a threat to our security as a nation, as individuals, and as a family. Why aren't you doing something about that? Senators, mayors, governors, generals, get them all on video with you trying to call me and your family's lifeline not being allowed to work. Oh, excuse me. I'm handsome bald guy. I have trouble doing two things at once. Yes, all this imagery can be sized up into a nice 8x10. You can also use Word docs. I think this one's a Word doc right here. Now I don't see any of the numbers. Now this is a photo. Difference is, yeah, the photo is about $3, unless you find a nice deal. And before I stopped printing out these things as paper Word docs, and they look just about the same, you know, with the laminating. But there was about 50 cents a page. Something to think about if you know how to use those Word docs. I think this one is too. Come see me, tell me, yeah. What you think of our high-tech lifelines or my Tommy Parable series. I'm Melton, handsome bald guy, son of a carpenter and Mary. Dad, carpenter, worked on skyscrapers, Mom, Mary Ann. I'm the son of a carpenter and Mary, also Stone Cold Melton. I get to make parables. Tell you all about truth. You get to document truth. For your family, for America, for the world. Make that video. Time on your phone, number dial. Yes, call up Solaria Enterprises that manages this place. Some Iranian Muslims. And ask them why you can't reach me by phone and what their part is in America's high-tech lifelines. Get the reaction and post. You know, I'd think I'd get some kind of a comment, you know, for or against with stuff like this or this. But that is the Great Wall of Chinese evil around me. So come see me in person and tear down that wall. You see, and that 30,000 of these things. Collection of 4x6, 30,000 growing. When you see someone besides me and gold in my imagery, oh yeah, we start building those 1,000 points of light. Be a part of that in person, the way to get things done. We are at the Senate subcommittee meeting, and a prominent politician is in the stand there in the hot seat, and the senator has played a recording, and he says, "Who's that you're talking to?" And he says, "Oh, father olfactory. He wore a wire on me. And the senator says, oh, no, not him. But 4 of the folks in the crowd right next to him got it on phone audio. Save it for the Senate subcommittee as well as your hijack call to me. Bring me up at church tomorrow. Harbinger cult a video because, yes, I can't form. I have formed the Garcetti Newsom playlist. It doesn't show it. Okay. It's check 424-229-4140 and post in 5. The 5 is the number 5, the digit 5, and of course 424-229-4140 is my number. It's at gmail.com. Check and post in 5. And my number, check 424-229-4140. I've formed the Governor Newsom of California and LA's Garcetti, and it disappeared. And just up here, I had to form 2 or 3 folders. I can't keep forming duplicate folders all day long. Get me my disciples, and I'll show you how to topple the Great Wall of Chinese evil. That constantly, the only ones I guess they have left, the Mormon cult folks from Utah with their harbinger of the apocalypse mentality and high-tech toys. Melton stigmatized. I'm Melton, son of a carpenter and Mary. Dad, a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom, Mary Ann. I'm the son of a carpenter, Mary. I get to make parables, and I'm also doing a little genetic carpentry. Don't try this at home. Dad himself taught me how to do that. The Duke, come see me in person, and you can make that phone video of my stigmatized, and do that with the sugar check now. Yeah, 4260 Eagle Rec Boulevard, Apartment 409, Los Angeles, California, 90065. Look for the handsome bald guy on the sharp wheelchair. And let me design some imagery around your beauty. Nothing about nothing. Kind of video I'm warning you up front. Now there's the ankle biter one. But this spot right here appeared past half hour to hour. And yeah, it wasn't on. I switched the sandals at night because I wear the plastic one after I get a shower in case it's, you don't want to get foot odor that's Chinese itself in my fun fiction. But why is this orange? Yes, it's the India-China light. It's the India folks on hand. The ones that literally, and I could see them outside the door, they dropped off the package, literally, well, I think I got one left. Got 5 or 6 of in a pack. It was on sale, Labor Day kind of thing. So that, yeah. It doesn't open right, and I gotta try and get that in, and there's hope that'll open. Hurt the finger trying to open it, or cut the lip. It's mega sets of folks, and it's not the imbeciles and the skirts, as I refer to them every once in a while. These are folks climbing the ladder of the Chinese crumbling wall of evil. So don't feel sorry for them as you welcome them to hell. Remember, swing them for me, hanging by those balls of steel that hate anything of beauty. Oh, look, gold. Handsome ball guy. Sharp wheelchair. I'm Milton Stigmatized. I'm Milton, son of a carpenter, married. Daddy carpenter, worked on skyscrapers, mom Marianne. I'm the son of a carpenter, married. I get to tell parables. And I'm also doing a little genetic carpentry. Don't try this at home. Dad himself taught me how to do the genetic carpentry. Yes, work on the spiral staircases. I'm making this quick because I don't know how much. It's a new backup phone. Doesn't have a number. But yeah, as you saw, smaller browner circles slowly disappearing, bigger bluer circles growing in through and around. This part here is called the outer browner circle. You know what's going on with it? Come see me in person. Tell me all about it. Because you're going to try to call me, 424-229-4140. You can go see the devil. Still you call. Out with the devil. See the handsome ball guy in person. I'm Milton and this is Gold. I just got my photos back from the printer. I haven't even looked too much at the small ones, but I see already they've got Lori's hate there. Past 2 at least. This is what happens when you don't have a border around it. They crop off some of the image, and I don't put the ones without the border, the frame on it for that reason. But the past couple of times, the very desperate, very angry, very Lori Ann Pretty Bond-like have put the gold in like that without that border for that effect. And not only that, the big 8x10 gold with the Old English was stolen. This one was butchered during this photo order, and also yeah, it was stolen. The big 8x10, this is 4x6, was stolen, and then I ordered it and it was stolen out of the order. This is incredible. This is the Old English right here. This is incredible hatred. I'd swear that the devil, Lori Ann Pretty Bond herself, is on site. Check, somebody check before my next photo order, before they steal something else to be the devil. Yes, it took a minute to get this phone to work. As the police, you can tell from the engine, screams past. And yeah, Moore is on his way to his car, sports car, I'm thinking. And the sergeant says, "Hey Michael, what's going on? You got your sunglasses on? You got those shiners?" And Moore just laughs at all shiners from Muslim Iranian Solari Enterprises and the Mormon cult. Him not protecting a Christian in a wheelchair doing his job. LAPD Chief Moore getting bed slapped by those folks, and Michael stumbles, those glasses fall off, and it's not just all Hollywood stuff or because it's sunny. He's been bed slapped by the Mormon Muslim folks. Don't do it. Don't jump. Yeah, AT&T bought Spectrum. Harass a Christian in a wheelchair. I guess they got the coroner office. They got to answer all those questions about your family's hijacked lifeline very seriously. Now, one Flight 93 check call in over a decade of asking. 424-229-4140. Get the word out. Put one of these on your desk. Here's this 4x6 photo. One on your desk, a drawer full to hand out. Laminate to last longer. And tell everyone. time and date and your video, Melton's number dial. Certified mail as well. Make a video first, it's going to be stolen. Remember to post. Is the devil and her gay husband's anniversary. I always remember it because I had to work in a 7-Eleven because my livelihood was being AT&T'd back then. When I got out of college, it's their anniversary. Yeah, 7-Eleven got married at Chenault Park in West Monroe on the 7th of September. That very year, a few days later, was 9/11. And I'm seeing that hatred of the devil, Lori, from the apartment down below in Solari Enterprises, a Muslim company. So yeah, call her up, ask her when else your phone won't be all allowed to work, and be sure to thank her for this image, all doctors. Instantly stop. We're at a political rally. I'm not sure who they're talking about. I don't think it's Randall Stephenson. Pope. I think he might be Catholic because I see a lot of familiar names. He's not the Pope. But at the rally, and this is kind of a scratch paper if you can't guess that, they're chanting and holding up the big fives. Maybe they're Gregorian chanting. Recall, because we can't call. We don't know when else our family's lifelines won't be allowed to work. It's my new backup phone. Not connected, but we're in Wadale. A nice wallpaper. Let me see if I can. Hard to see, but there it is. So Trump is at a photo op, and they've got a whole bunch of big fives. They hand them out to those at or near the photo op, and also this Mormon, Muslim, AT&T, Chinese, YouTube watch call list image as a poster. And one of the folks at the photo op, reporter or somebody else, his wife's there. He makes a video of her call to me being hijacked, and he wants to know from President Trump. Recall because we can't call. Are the Iranians attacking us through Solari Enterprises in Los Angeles? Why can't I reach this man? Why has he been asking for a Plate 93 check for over a decade? Hasn't gotten one? Is Cheryl Bond with the Department of Water and Power with his Mideast Iranian move bond? Why? Is he okay? Why can't I reach this man Melton? But remember to post and get that chant going. Recall because we can't call. This is my Lynx XL. I'm including it with the up through the middle of the month, September 14th. Screenshots. And there's all my contact information. The California Lifeline phone is kind of hard to use, but it does have a call log now. Make a video if you hijack call to me. Not one Flight 93 check call in over a decade of asking. I'm just going to go through this kind of message, but it does have the links. Haven't been updating lately. It's got all 2018. That's all of those for the month of January 2018. Joined 6 hours and a half of me asking for Flight 93 checks. And each column here is a different YouTube. And I've got 2019 not as well covered as far as everything on it, but Over here, kind of put the dailies. I believe that's the NFT series. Those are joined without series separation. I mean, it's my Tommies, my Sugar Check, my Variable Bytes, my Flight 93 checks. Now up here, these are all for the month that are Flight 93 checks or Sugar checks. All of them, that series I had, Asian Unseen Business, Mythology. I need to get back to that. I've had the high-tech toys, kind of Asian Unseen Business. Actually, it's the Harbinger of the Apocalypse. The Utah cult with their dangerous Muslim brothers. You can consider everything I say attention getting to get you to pick up that phone. Then that's nothing to do with me. That's your family's lifeline being high-tech. YouTube with Christ Complex 1. This one's the NFT series, a custom YouTube, custom URL. And this one is Melton for Imagery. You get the video of your call, 424-229-4140, being hijacked. With your wife's phone, your husband's phone, your son's phone, your grandma's phone. And you get it on video. Randall Stevenson of AT&T alters phone records after he gets his hands bloody. Hijacking lifelines to place Cowardly Hussein to place that Oriental Russian buffoon guy in there now. But these are where I have these posted. The joined are for the month. Make that video of you going to each, or pick a link you like and have everyone at your church or your business or your college go to that link, make a video of it, and that's, yes, YouTube's Russian. Didn't hear that too often with the Trump stuff. Russians YouTube Susan Wojciechowski. Didn't hear that too often, no. But make that video of 20 folks going, and it still says 0 views or 1 view. You're making a video of your business on YouTube not doing you much good. You're at least paying for the commercials. It's fraudulent, and aside from that, it's this is a newer one here. Aside from that, that's Fix Our Lifelines. I've been telling you about America's High-Tech Lifelines for over a decade. I've yet to get one call. So that's Russ and Susan Wojciechowski suppressing truth about America's high-tech lifelines. Hear that siren? 9/11, Flight 93, checking post and 5. This is where I'm putting my saints. You can also find them on the OneDrive, I believe. Check and post and 5, 424-229-4140. Make a video. Whatever you get when you don't get me. You got a lot of folks selling their souls to pray to that 9/11 Muslim devil down below. Get on video. Yeah, my MySpace I can't get to anymore. It's happened again and again. And it's like the Twitter and other things. I could just get tired of re-logging in or not being able. It used to be I could go to it's just what's on hand for the day with high-tech toys. So I could go in the next day or the day after, but hey, I can't get into those anymore. Remember to take York and Eagle Rock up there. Remember to take those big 5s to Newsom, Governor Newsom's and Garcetti's, Mayor Garcetti's press conferences and ask them, when else will my phone not be allowed to work? You know, so hand these out. What, that's 10 cents right there? Laminate to last longer. all clergy, all Americans, all firefighters, all police, I've got them all. And look on those drives that you'll find where you can download some skyline imagery, little bus imagery, cloud imagery. It's mountains imagery you can find. August 2019, that's 4x6 photos. These are 2 to a 4x6 photo, but you'll find them as a 4x6 photo prepared to be printed as 4x6s. Yeah, I did a lot of saint imagery last month. You can find all those saints with whatever background you want. I hope you get the GIMP program up on the driver too. I mean, yes, I'm sure there are all kinds of folks out there who can do that for you. What's the background? Oh, it's is the green blue part here or the green part here. And yeah, some folks will like a darker background, a lighter background. And you got your choice. It will take up like a half a gigabyte at times. And you can print out whatever you want. Don't like the white, nice blue. And yes, you don't have to wear mountains imagery. Couple of paper clips and some tape and you got some nice tabletop imagery, 30,000 plus and growing. Come see me in person when you see my hijacked lifeline, my AT&T lifeline, let me put it that way. Your AT&T lifeline. You don't know when else that phone won't be allowed to work, but you can bet it's going to be just as newsworthy as me asking for a 93 check for over a decade and not getting one. So make that video of your AT&T livelihood and lifeline. Whenever you get that boring thing you get when you try to call me. Yes, it's our AT&T livelihoods. So that the Great Wall of Evil can have whatever they want at the top of the business. No matter what business you're in. And yes, personal knife in the back. Make documentaries of all those for Labor Day activities done with impersonators of me. Save the videos for the Senate subcommittee. It's a whole lot of folks committing fraud. Get it on video and yes, come see me in person to get a nice contact image with skylines, flowers, your friends, family. Make that video of America's Hijacked Lifeline, save it for the Senate subcommittee, time on info, number dialed. Come see me, let me design you some nice flower imagery. Photos from yesterday, nice shadows. And I want to get this in. Yeah, got up this morning, did my blood sugar test, fasting as always. And then the phone rang as I was immediately done with it, and it's the new nurse that resembles a nurse from the convalescent hospital from hell. And she is often intensely irritating, like the other nurse, Nurse Rachel, from the same place. Aspire Healthcare. But anyway, blood sugar count I took was 389. Rolled down to let her in. Came up here less than a half hour later. It went to 420 when she checked it. Look at that. Yeah, my slideshows from yesterday. And there's what you saw in some of those photos. But yeah, it's nothing to do with what I eat. It is those folks, including that Muslim witch, come down the street Mesa giving me insulin poisoning and knew full well about my unique metabolism. Make that video of America's Hijacked Lifelines and post 424-229-4140. She's past York on the left. And Dignity Health is over that way. Make those videos of you hijacking to call me, and all doctors like that across the country. We're in Woodale. Every prison eyes and ears of technology. When you look out into that waiting room, because of the character I've seen from LAC, USC, Keck Medical, and Adventist cult folks, vegetarians are angry. And of course, Dignity Health. Well, I've turned it off. I don't know what else to do to get the video. You see anything down there? You never know when else there's ever prison eyes. And here's the technology. We'll be listening in, watching it. So be good. And you don't get angry. And tell us all kinds of things about what you and doctors who shouldn't be there are doing. You never know when that we're in Mateo, those videos we'll be watching. Videos of saints over the weekend. This is Monday. And just put them on Flickr here, put them on Check and Post in 5, the YouTube here. And what are you going to find there? Oh, videos of 4x6. This is an 8x10, but the 4x6 is like those things down there. And a nice slideshow. Make that video, whatever you get when you don't get me, and saints-imagery.blogspot.com should be where you can find out, or find, there we go, where these are. See if that works. Yeah, there we go. Print them out for those who enjoy the Saints. Go print out a few. Some very serious federal folks, or perhaps senators, have gone to a news station, Seattle, Washington, and they're asking about David Rose, who went to school with me. And they say, does anybody have phone video or audio of David Rose, cheeks real red from kissing the devil's ass? Does anybody have any phone audio or video that we might be interested in? And one of the folks there laughs and says, who doesn't? Be the reporter, especially when reporters are the exact opposite of what they're supposed to be doing. Save it for the Senate subcommittee. The Karma one that jumped out, this one jumped out too, about me not being able to get cassettes. I'll have to try again, because this is I can't order for the weekend, before the weekend, because I don't know if they'll be able to get in, and I don't know if I'll be able to get it from the UPS and stuff, because the management's not there to let them in, and a lot of times the elevator will be broken, will break down. So I don't want a chance of going down, trying to get gold up the stairs. So I have to order today if I want to get the cassettes. Again, it's hard ordering them. So that's why the singing debut of the False Mormon Prophet and our fun takes it. For those of you who don't know, that is Louisiana. Add the sound of an angry brunette screaming with the devil's rage. And yes, that is Louisiana. I've been doing some Saints 4x6 photos, nice light and shadows for tabletop art. So that is the devil. Lori's the devil Chinese's rage. Those angry clouds up there. And I've got tons of imagery in mind to get to, but I can't get to it because of the crazy as shit Chinese. The ones with two legs, and you can talk to them. It goes in one ear, it goes past those devil eyes of theirs, and then it comes out the other. The ones that did this right there, the crazy as shit Chinese one. The ones that are keeping me from designing my imagery. I've got this to put on a GIMP. I can't do it. I've got tons of other imagery, and this is what happens to my imagery because of the crazy as shit Chinese. Look for examples within Governor Newsom and President Trump's and Garcetti's crazy as shit Chinese. Even more examples than ever. Because they keep doing this right there, that, and taking spaces out and putting stuff in that's not there. Crazy as shit Chinese. Put a spotlight on it worldwide. So Michael Moore, LAPD chief, is at a press conference being bed slapped. He's not, answering the questions all America wants to know about U.S. Mayor Garcetti's active harassment of Christian in a wheelchair, Catholic Governor Newsom's active part in America's hijacked lifelines, as well as harassing a Christian in a wheelchair. Now, one Flight 93 check call in over a decade of asking. Ask them both, as well as Trump. As you chant, recall because we can't call it, and you try to call me. When else will your phone not be allowed to work? That's your family's lifeline. Get them on video with that shiner from the Mormon cult and Muslim Solari Enterprises.